Hello guys, this is the continuation of the SOAP API translation from web service single WSDL. So I'm testing the code to translate it in PHP using CodeIgniter 3.0. So the key things to address here in creating this example is you need to add the htaccess code to be able to create a new class, then checking it. So for example, to actually disable the index.php route issue in CodeIgniter. So initially I created a SOAP controller SOAP. We will put the code here, and then I'm using SAM. So key points again to remember is that in the php.ini you need to enable the SOAP extension. So here I've already removed the semicolon here to enable the SOAP extension, and then rerun your Apache and MySQL. That's it. So CodeIgniter is working, and then we'll just put echo hello. The method should work using SOAP. Thanks hello. So let's discuss the Postman requests or that we need to address in translating the code to PHP. So notice the SOAP envelope contains the SOAP, NS, NS1, NS2, which is we need to add it in PHP as a request header. So notice the SOAP contains a header and body. So first we need to address header. So the code is, well, actually we just pass the parameter first for the professional number, which is this code. Get professional number. Let's just echo the professional number. Then test professional number, undefined professional number. Okay. So that's it. So we are passing the professional number as get parameter, and then it is advised that we use SOAP PHP SOAP try catch. The exemption we will use is a SOAP fault exemption. Just rename this SOAP fault. Okay, that's enough. And then echo get message. First, we need to address the client. So client first. So kindly just check the website for the PHP SOAP for discussion. So client to get the actual demonstration how to use the SOAP client, which is you will see in some examples by developers, new SOAP client like that. So in our code we are implementing it as the SOAP client, the actual single WSDL. We go to the site, single WSDL, and then service. You can use this. The site is telling you that you can also access service description as single file. So we will use the single WS file. So now in the development of SOAP, there's a WSA. So in using the WSA as a required field parameter for the header, so we will need to use the SOAP version 1.2. So in the SOAP, and also in the SOAP version 1.2, there are two parameters that are needed to be passed: the location and the URI. In most cases, the location and the URI is the same as this URL. Then you can use trace, exemption, and features as additional parameter as well. So that is the new SOAP client as a new object we define and pass in using it in a container client. So we will now build the headers. So the header contains login details. So login details contains the user ID and and the password. So how do we do that? We implement an array like this. So basically it is composed of the address NS of user ID and password, which is the user ID and password. Notice the NS here is same as the NS here. ns.arp.gov.au pi xsd common for elements 2.0.0, which is we will use like that. So how do we use? We'll need to use the SOAP header reserved method, SOAP header, the NS of the login details, passing the server's authentication. So where did I get the login details? The login details is gotten from here, NS login details. So we already addressed these login details, and then now we need to address the WSA. So notice the WSA is here, the header details. So how do we address that? I'm just gonna copy the code. NS for the WSA is like this. Then another SOAP header. Let's do the action. So WSA. Oops. So we need to add it here, the action for the WSA. Now it's not anymore web service. It is the URL of the WSA action. We need to copy. That's it. So the last parameter should always be false, and then let's do the 2. Of course, it is also 2. So we built the 3 SOAP headers, login details, actions, and 2. Now we need to combine them. Let's call it headers are equals array 2 action and then since service authentication is in a separate location, we'll just add that. So we created the headers now. Then we need to call the client object, which we define here, and then we need to use since this is an object, it has attributes, set headers. header array. So this is how we address the header for the request. So now we create the body request. So here, SOAP body NS1 find registration, NS2 professional number. So how do we do that? We just instantiate another parameter that's called parameters equals array professional number, which is the one we are passing. This. So let me just check if this professional number is the same as here. I'll just copy paste it. Okay. So it was incorrect parameters, and then let's contain the result of the so-called method in the result variable, and then call the client object soap code double underscore soap code. So the method for this web service is find registrations. Then pass the parameter as array. And then let's echo the result by using echo get last response. Also, let's echo it as the result the last request, which I've already commented here. Get last request. Let's format that. Let's test it in the browser if it's working. Unexpected client in line number 48. Line number 48. Let's debug client. This should be set double underscore set soap headers. Parse error, unexpected client variable. Let's debug that. It's line 48. There's a syntax error in line 62. Ah, to address filter mismatch. So let's debug the address to. I think The two must be different. Logic error. So we just need to address the actual professional number now. So there we go. So we were able to return the request in XML and then the response, which is same as the response here in the Postman. So in the next tutorial series, we will be implementing a new class method and move this code to a more flexible request class. Thanks for watching.